Okay, so hi guys, my name is Michelle, and my parents are from Peru, so I'm Peruvian, and I go to UNC, and I grew up speaking both English and Spanish, and I was able to visit Peru multiple times. So this is just some pictures of me from the last time I visited Peru. We're going to talk about Peru. So what do you know about Peru? Hmm, okay, so we're going to look at where Peru is in the world. Okay, so Peru is a country in South America, and countries are filled with many big cities. So on the left, you can see where Peru is in South America. It's on the left side. And on the right, you can see a close-up picture of Peru where they have their cities. And I know that you probably can't read them. They have very funny spellings of their cities. But so we're just going to talk more in depth about where it is. And so this is how far away we are from Peru. So if you look at the top star, that's where we are in North Carolina. And then Peru is all the way on the bottom. So this is Peru's flag. It's red and white. Does anyone know what colors our flag has? The flag of America? So this is Peru. Their official language is Spanish, so they speak Spanish there. And the capital of Peru is called Lima. And you know how we have a president in the United States of America? Peru also has a president. So that's who runs their country. And then Peru is one of the seven world wonders. So this is a picture of one of the seven world wonders called Machu Picchu. And it's just the big mountain that was built, a whole civilization built many years ago. So does anyone else know any famous places around the world that they want to share? Okay, so now we're going to talk more about
Paris and a Dallas.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we're going to talk about music in Peru. So does anyone have a favorite song that they want to share with the class since we're talking about music? So this is an instrument in Peru. It's called a zampona, and it's basically like a little panpipe. So they just play it, as you can see on the right, they play it like holding up to their mouth and blowing it, kind of like a flute. And it's a very traditional instrument that was used to play a bunch of like folk music, and it's used to play their traditional huayno music. So this is what they use like many years ago. It's still used today, but only to play like more traditional songs. And then we have another instrument. It's called the charango, and it's like a guitar, except it has 10 strings, and guitars normally have 6. And they're still used today to play more traditional music. So as you can see on the right, this is a very cultural representation of this instrument. As you can see, the charango is decorated with a bunch of colors and makes it look colorful and nice. So does anyone want to hear what these instruments sound like? Yeah, okay.
And he's playing both at the same time.
Yeah, so that just shows him playing both of them. So in one hand, he's kind of holding the zampano, and then he's also playing the guitar, so it looks really cool. Okay, so now we're going to talk about dance in Peru. So does anyone in here dance? Does anyone dance? Or does anyone have a favorite kind of dance that they want to share with the class? Okay, so this is what dancing in Peru looks like. It's very different than TikTok dances, but dance in Spanish is called baile, and the marinera is the national dance of Peru. So as you can see in the picture, they like dress up kind of like as sailors, wearing all white because that's where it's used in like the coast near the water in Peru. And so we're going to talk about two main kinds of dance today, which is the marinera and the huaño dance. And then I think we have a video of the marinera dance so you guys can see what it looks like.
Is that good?
Yeah, so that dance is mainly used for festivals and celebrations. And then we have another dance that's more traditional and an older dance called the huaño dance. So it's mainly a cultural dance that people use to show like their ancient relatives called like the Incans, and it's purely for festivals and celebrations. So they mainly dance with like handkerchiefs or like a bright woven band. So like if you look in the video, they're holding like kind of like a rainbow scarf in a way that they like hold and like dance up, or they normally hold like handkerchiefs, and that's what they use to dance. Okay. And then now we're going to talk about theater in Peru. So, has anyone ever been to a play before? Okay. So, just a little bit about theater in Peru. It began in the 1500s, so about 500 years ago. And before, they started off with just puppet shows. So, they would make puppets out of clay or sew them together, and that's what they would use as their theater. And now they have cultural and modern shows in their theater. So in the picture, that's more of a cultural show about Peru. But then they also have shows like how they do in America with like dance and plays and music. So they're very similar now. And so this is more of a dance play, but that shows their culture. So this is just a video of how they do their theater.
So thank you so much for listening and for coming today.